how I did is, as I told you, I was really determined to clear the exam this time, and I made sure that I attended all the live classes of Vijaya Ma'am. The classes are designed pretty well because it gives us a very good conceptual clarity during the sessions, and it is also covered in a manner that when we finally reach the consolidation question, which requires the help of a lot of other standards as well, we are more confident in doing those problems as well. So the manner in which the study pattern is designed is also good. And also, Eduyush always inspires the students to do a pre-read or have a reading of their own before the lectures, so that during the lectures we students can ask the questions to Vijay ma'am directly and get it resolved. I think that approach is also pretty good, and it's not just in the beginning, in the starting of the course that they help you. It's throughout the course that they help you. Each weekend they'll tell you which is the topic that is going to be covered in the next week, and they also share the link of the relevant materials, technical articles. Also, there are some quizzes that help you, to get the conceptual clarity. Yeah, so once you read the standards, you will feel like, okay, you know this pretty well. But only when you attempt a quiz, you know that it's not always straightforward and you might be missing on some concepts. So I think covering the portions along with the lectures is really important, and taking time out at least 2 or 3 hours daily towards, at least towards the end of the exams, towards the exams is really important. Firstly, I used to work only during the weekends, where after the lectures I used to go through the BPP material and do some past exams. But then once I registered for the exam, I made sure that I could take out at least 2 hours daily during the week's time, and at least 3 hours during the weekends. And I think having that practice and able to cover the portions at least before your exam booking really gives you a thought that you know something, and you will be able to give something, write the exams. So I think covering the portions well in advance is important. And also during the lectures, Vijay ma'am also gives us an insight as to how an answer has to be presented. As Manoj rightly pointed out, we have also felt that it's not just solving an exam, solving a question as such as is usually seen in a financial reporting exam paper, but it's more of explaining things. Maybe the questions are also like, we have to explain to a managing director who is not from a finance background why some adjustment has to be done in that manner. So the explanation also matters, and not just straight away going and writing the solution or giving the typing in the problem solution to the problem. So the presentation also really matters, and that was also covered from the very beginning in the lectures. So it has not come as a surprise for me or any of the other students towards the end. And I really think that was really helpful. And next point which I want to touch upon is that Vijay ma'am always had a presentation ready, wherein she used to give examples and she used to explain things to us. And I have always preferred to take a screenshot during the lectures, because that has come really handy for me when I was doing my revision. So yeah, all the concepts were in one place, and I knew it, and I could relate it to with some examples which ma'am had discussed during the class, and that helped me to recall the concepts. So I think that really helps, and if you could try and do that in during the lectures, that would be really helpful. And I think, as I told you, the presentation would always be covered, and the amount of effort that you need to put to at least towards the end once you book for the exam is a little more than what you had been doing before. So at least 2 or 3 hours of studies daily would be helpful. As I told you, don't consider this as a burden on you, but take it as a time where you upskill yourself, and that attitude itself will bring a very good change in the way you study. And the next point which I want to touch upon is the writing the exam. So, as you know, it's very limited time that we get to attempt the exam, and we have to make sure that we attempt for all the 100 marks. and then and we can easily score a very good marks if we have the time to attempt the 100 marks. So it's all about how you practice. As you know, it's a computer based exam, and you have to try and answer the questions in at least in Excel, to be able to have that uh, writing speeds. Because if you're just reading through the answers from the past exam papers or from the BPP kit, you feel that okay, you know this answer, you know things very well. But when you're actually sitting to write the answer in Excel or in the ba- um, exam platform, you feel you stuck. So you are not in a position to start with it, and you will not be able to know from where to start and where to end, what points has to come in. So I think having a practice of all those points is really important right from the beginning. And Vijaya ma'am also covers these points in the classes. So as and when you are finishing one lecture and doing your self study, please make sure that you also work out the past exam papers, and as well as you solve some of the past questions in a computer background. You can, I guess, you can always use this ACCA's CBE platform, which is available. You can just open that and type in your answers in there. Also, I think BPP's platform is also available, which is provided by Eduyush. That can also be used. So I think the pretty much logic is that first you cover the concepts and then you focus on the presentation, and you will definitely be able to score more than what I could. And I'm pretty sure that it's not a very big task if you have the right amount of commitment, and the right amount of right way of approach. Yeah, so this is what has helped me, and I would again like to thank Team Eduish for all the support throughout